Hello, I thought I'd do a little intro for my vlog. I'm Jennifer and I am Wayward Bee, and due to quarantine I can't run my beekeeping courses and my chicken keeping courses and my sourdough courses. So I thought as you can't come to my house, I will bring my house to you. So I'm just going to be doing a kind of weekly update and hopefully show you some things that I do around the chickens and baking and gardening and a little bit of bees as well. And so hopefully you'll find it interesting and you'll get a little glimpse into what I get up to. So I hope you enjoy. This was my little project yesterday. I've had this hutch. I used to keep quail, and I've had this sort of hutch for a little while, which is, I can't really keep anything else in it and I don't want to keep quail again. So I thought, I can either take it to the dump or I could do something with it, and I was inspired to take the latter view. I'm kind of using it as a bit of a seed store. In the back there under the grit I've got some coriander seed. Then here I've got some borlotti beans and also some tree cabbage, which I'm interested to see how it goes. And here is some sort of pumpkin, I think. Then up here I've got some araminth and some this is some orash or orak, depending on how you pronounce it. So that's what I've got growing in there. Up here I've got a little purple teepee dwarf bean there, and some mustard and another French bean. Here I've got some aubergines. I've no idea how well they'll do, but I'm hoping this will collect an awful lot of heat when it's sunny, which it isn't today, but when it's sunny it gets pretty hot. Now these poor plants I potted up yesterday, but they've been lashed by the wind, which is belting around this corner of the house here. So I just have to see how they do. But what I've done here is put some sticks and some string up to a little hook that I've got in the wall, which I've no idea why, but anyway, so I'm hoping they'll train themselves up there. And then here's some rather sad looking parsley which got hammered by the chickens. But yeah, this is my little veg display unit, I suppose, but it keeps it out of the way of the chickens, hence the things I've got over the top of them to keep the chickens from just demolishing them. I've got a bit of a herb garden, my black peppermint, a little bit of rosemary in there, and this is a lavender, which is one I have from open pollinated seeds, so that's just one which is its own variety. So that's my little repurposed unit. I've got some new little pullets. They're about 9 weeks old, and the ones with the grey ones with the kind of pom-pom, they're a cream leg bar, and then the one who's sleeping down there, she's a Welsummer. And they're absolutely loving all the aphids on the nettles up here. Not a particularly photogenic place to be, but then my chickens are always determined to be in the least photogenic place in the garden. So that was having a little snooze, but these are going great guns with the aphids on the nettles. You can see these nettles look pretty sickly, a bit yellowed and curled leaves. That's because they're being absolutely ravaged by the aphids, and everything's enjoying those, including this ladybird here. It's a harlequin ladybird, but they want to eat my aphids, that's fine. This is an old pupal case from a ladybird, one that's just hatched up. But you can see that the little, here's a ladybird larva, again enjoying all the aphids. Now these haven't been sprayed or anything, but you can see the leaves are all yellow and they are struggling a bit. You can see the amount of white specks. These are molted skins of the aphids, but you can see they are struggling. What with that and the lack of water and high temperatures we've had. Here's more ladybird larvae feasting. And those aphids, they're much smaller. There's another one. Absolutely covered in young ladybirds, enjoying the bonanza. Hello. We bought some bites yesterday, which is really exciting, and my daughter decided she wants to go on a picnic with them today, and actually the weather has perked up from being a bit like November to a bit more like June should be. So I thought I'd make some savoury herb and cheese scones from this book called Stay for Breakfast, which is quite a fun book. So I'm going to get on and get the things together. I've got all my ingredients. The only thing I'm missing is sun-dried tomatoes in oil, which you need to chop up, which I would, are going to give a really lovely kind of savoury note, but I haven't got any. And the only olives I've got, which I think might give that same sort of umami thing, I've got pits in them, and I don't know, I used to have a cherry stoner thing which I could use for taking stones out of olives as well, but I haven't had that for a while. I think it broke. So I don't quite know what to do. I might just leave it out, or I have got some watercress, which I know isn't going to add the same, that same kind of note, but it might add something. I don't know. I'll see how I get on. But they're quite a simple recipe. They've got some yeast in them, which I don't normally put in scones, because normally it's a dough with fat and flour, but this one has got yeast in it rather than any butter. So I'll see how I get on. Here's the cat again. Does like to get involved. So yeah, I'm going to get on and do this. Yeast is doing its thing. Grated cheese. And my dry ingredients. So now I need to mix them all together. Here's the dough. It's not a particularly smooth, elastic dough like you'd expect from a normal kind of bread dough, but then it's got rye and actually quite a low gluten wholemeal flour in it. So we'll see how it gets on. So I'm going to leave this in a warm place, try and find a warm place in my house. Okay, so my dough has proved for a bit. I managed to find a space in my airing cupboard, and it's risen, not massively, but enough. So it's and I've got to roll it out. I'm going to roll it out onto baking parchment, just because I'm going to cook it on that anyway. So I've just got my dough out, and it says about 1 inch thick. So oh, this is flour. Hang on. I'm going to use rye flour as it's really good for making sure things don't stick. So just flour my pin a bit. Ooh, put that there. It says you can either do them as a like in a wheel and then cut them into slices, which I think is what I'm going to do, because I can't honestly be bothered to get down my cutters. So I'm going to do a bit of a milk wash on these, and then just sprinkle some salt and black pepper on them, and then you can hear the oven on in the background. Pastry brush. So I'll just give them a bit of a wash. Sprinkle with some black pepper. And I just cut them into, how many does it say? 6. I'll see how we go. Let's do one down there. Oh, might need a bit of flour on my knife. I think I'm going to do mine into 8. Just, I'm not very good at cutting 6s. Chicks are about 3 weeks old now, and having a good old scratch about with mum. I move their coop kind of every few days, I suppose, and they seem far more interested in their food when it's mixed in with the molehills and everything than they do when it's in their feeder. But anyway, so the little blonde one, the pale one up by the beans there, that's a Sussex, and the other 4 are a cross between, actually could well be the hen that they're with at the moment, but I've got some Wyandottes cross Sussex, and they've all been put with a Rhode Island Red. So I'll put some pictures of Ralph and his ladies, but I'm pretty sure last year when I did them they were sex linked, in that the dark chicks were female and the lighter chicks were male. And as you can see here, I've got, although they've got white feathers on them, they've got sort of brown heads, and they haven't got the kind of golden tones of the kind of the ones that prove to be male. So I'm hoping the same, well, there's no reason why it won't be the same this year. So if that's the case, I've got 3 hens and 2 cockerels. There they are. But they're looking very bonny, and they're scratching and bathing and learning to forage, and she's a really good mum. She's very caring of them. There's their dad. So that's rounds up the first vlog. Hope you enjoyed it, and next time there'll probably be a bit more baking because my son's coming home for a bit, and I'll introduce you to some more of the animals. So hope to see you then.